versus Splyce, one I'm extremely excited for. I've been talking about it all show here. Let's go ahead and take a look a little bit deeper at Splyce. Of course, these are our DreamHack Atlanta defending champions. Renegade shooter Shotzi, Dubu been struggling a little bit here in the Pro League, sitting at 1 and 2, and this is an absolute must-win situation for them. These are the guys that you heard it from Dubu in the past as well. They do not want to lose. They want to stay on top. A lot of similar mindsets that we've seen from the likes of Optic Gaming here, but Splyce, like we said, struggling so far here in Pro League, so still plenty of time to turn this around. Try to steal that #1 seed. Might be a little bit of a stretch here now, considering they already lost to Optic, but still, they're not out of this at all, and they have their mind set on the finals here. But right now, they're focused on taking down this EG roster.
Yeah, and what a difficult week for EG. I believe that they played Optic Gaming yesterday, right, Kyle?
For EG, yeah, EG played Optic.
So they played Optic yesterday. Now they're playing up against Splyce today. So the two finalists at DreamHack Atlanta here on the table in front of Evil Geniuses. If they could just get one win this week, I think that they're going to be happy. Again, it's one of those matches where you want to say one team needs it more than the other, but both of these teams need this desperately. Splyce, they need to get back to even. Evil Geniuses, they're looking to try to do something as well. Again, they're still hurting from that loss that they had against LG on that reverse sweep. A win here, again, could just get that out of the question. They can brush that off. They can finally move on and start focusing on these next matches. It's going to be tough because what I'm looking at and what I'm seeing here is game #1 seems to be CTF Fathom. Yeah. We saw yesterday Renegade 13-2, I believe, on CTF Fathom. Just a ridiculous game against Liquid. And then they dropped 3 in a row after that. Plaza Slayer, Empire Strongholds, Truth CTF, and then Rig Slayer rounding it out. Who are you watching for on Evil Geniuses? I'm going to be looking for Falcated because we haven't really highlighted him enough, in my opinion. We haven't seen enough of his point of view. And he still is one of those up-and-coming talented players, just like Tapping Buttons is as well. So I'm not saying that he is like the X factor right now for EG, but he's someone that I would like to watch more and see more from.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everyone from EG is going to have to step up in this series. Yesterday, we saw Roy having a phenomenal series against Optic Gaming.
Especially in that Eden game.
Yeah, he was clearly, playing out of his mind, doing everything he possibly could. We even saw a few maybe overcommitments, but we talked about that. A lot of it came down to the position they found themselves in the game here. But if Roy can continue playing like he was yesterday and the rest of the team can step up here, they absolutely stand a chance here against Optic Gaming.
Here it is, starting this one off again. CTF Fathom is the game. Lunchbox point of view, grabbing the light rifle, spots out where one player is going. Like the grenade down towards the railgun, trying to buy some time for his teammate to grab it. It's going to be twin brother Roy who walks away. Meanwhile, you got Renegade going for an instant cap. He's flying in onto Lunchbox. There's the teamwork coming in from the Brown Twins. Roy getting that kill onto Renegade. Shotzi flying in. Aggression flying in towards the Evil Geniuses base. Oh no, unfortunately, the last player alive, Tapping Buttons, comes in and slows down that flag just a little bit, if not completely halting that flag cap. Now, Splyce gonna have to reset on the map.
Yeah, I think they got to shut that one down completely. They picked up 2 kills in their own base. Shooter was the only one in position to go for that flag, but he was quite some ways away, so I like it. Just go ahead and give that one up, refocus, grab some kills, and then push into the base again.
Shooter over here still trying to get in there. Not able to do so. That's going to be a beatdown coming in for Lunch. They're still adding pressure, like you said, Kyle, onto this base. Dubu gets the railgun kill. Now it's Falcated as the last guy alive. You can see Mike's his name. He's pushing his way on over towards the elbow. Shotzi, great angle going in front of the base, using that ledge in front of him to try to stay alive even longer than he should be. Grenades bouncing in, cap going in. Splyce 1-0, looking good. We knew that this was their game type, but the amount of pressure that they are just continuing to put on Evil Geniuses has to be so tough for the communication.
Yeah, great kill here from Shooter. Oh, Shotzi stayed alive, doubles back, picks up the kill on Falcated, running the same flag. He's the one that threw out. There was just 3 dead for Evil Geniuses.
What a toss.
Throw.
Yeah, right.
There is no way. Shotzi, those little arms, no way he can throw it that far.
All right, you know what to do in the back there. We got to get a replay of that one eventually. Shotzi I don't know if he, should be playing outfield in the MLB or if he's just been working out a lot, or heck, I think he just plays a lot of Halo is what it is.
Yeah, I think he's one of the fastest players we've ever seen in Halo 5. He's so quick on his movements, so accurate with his shot, and clearly so strong with his flag throws.
We'll see if EG can get something going, because I'm looking at the kills right now, and they're all stuck at 2 currently. Meanwhile, Boo sitting at 7. Shotzzy sitting at 6. They cannot find a way out of their base right now on the side of Evil Geniuses. Shotzzy, nice trade there coming in from Roy, but they gotta get out of their base. They gotta get top center. They gotta start getting some flags pulled here, because this has been all Splyce.
Ooh, but Boo with perfect shots on the tapping button secures himself a kill. That's gonna be Shotzzy, who's working on a flank here from Garage Door. That's 2 dead now for Evil Geniuses. Last guy's over by Red Treehouse, and this is exactly what they were waiting for. Up by 2, wait for the perfect opportunity to push out of their base with an excellent flank from Shotzzy here, and now control has completely flipped.
Let's see what Shooter can do with the light rifle, because he's in a good position to lay down cover fire. He's in control of his treehouse, which is good. You don't want the enemy team getting on over there, which is Falcated, and what his plan was. Lunchbox coming in with the top center BR fight. Gets the double kill. Gets traded out, though, from Renegade. So nice job right there from Lunch to try to hold it down just a little bit. But it's been all Splyce still. You do see some good fire coming in from Roy. They have some top center positioning here, but they need to get the flag pulled. They need to go and use this positioning to get something out of it. If they're not going to be able to, I'm really worried for them, because Splyce, to me, has seemed like they've watched their games from yesterday, and also they've probably talked about some things to try to turn it around, because this is a team, again, they just won DreamHack Atlanta, and now they're sitting at 1-2 in the standings, the same record as Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, you're exactly correct, which is why this game means so much. Renegade grabs himself a double kill and grabs the new railgun off of that too. Wow, what a perfect shot to secure that kill. Make that another one, unofficial overkill, back-to-back doubles here, and he is still putting this weapon to use.
So wait, is that a kill attack then?
Unofficial kill attack.
All right, we'll give it to him. The unofficial kill attack coming in from Renegade. Assassination coming in. Shooter with the camo, and that's a fairly fresh camo you can see right next to his health bar. Plenty of time left to make some moves here if you're Splyce. 2-shot beatdown most likely coming in, and it does for Shooter. Even more crispy shots coming in with that battle rifle. Look at that, no hesitation from Splyce, Kyle. They're already pulling in and running this flag. And they're out of position if you're Evil Geniuses. There's a guy shooting behind him. If you're Shooter, you don't even have to worry about that guy. Another long toss coming in from Shotzzy. That one does not go inside the base, though. However, it doesn't matter. He's got a teammate there. 3-0 from Splyce.
Yeah, an excellent Fathom CTF performance here coming out of Splyce, just picking EG apart. Saw some good moments of EG grabbing some control. They had some flag pulls, but I don't think it ever even went past or even made it to the halfway mark.
Yeah, I thought that the super toss was patched, but apparently not. Shotzzy's still landing that one. Got it very far that first time around for the second cap. Third cap still worked some wonders, tossing it fairly far. Boo was the objective guy. He also went 11-5. Good stats all across the board coming out from everybody on Splyce. Very, very strong statement game. But if you're EG, you can go back and say, hey, this is their game type. Let's come back strong in game number 2.
Yeah, and looks like, after reviewing the stats here, it was only one flag pull that really had no hope of going anywhere, and that's when Tapping Buns got it out of the base and instantly died here. So just, oh wow, Splyce. Fathom CTF definitely very scary on this game type.
That's for sure, and they did it without Renegade, going 13-2. That was just everybody stepping it up when they needed to. Great railgun shots coming in from John, but again, Evil Geniuses, it's not the end of the world for these guys. We know how strong, just based off yesterday alone, Splyce is on CTF Fathom. So they can just kind of put that one in the back pocket, say, hey, let's move forward here in game number 2. And game number 2 is Plaza Slayers. So you got to make sure that you're getting control here. Getting that overshield, over 2's got to be on top of these times. Got to make sure that you're getting the sniper rifle, collapsing on people, playing the numbers game. And that's what this is all about. So we'll see if EG can rebound. Kyle, what do you think? What are your predictions for this series?
Ooh, last time I did this, I predicted a 3-0 Splyce, and then they lost the next 3 to Liquid after that convincing game 1 win. So I kind of feel like this is going to be going to a game number 5 here, but EG definitely at least needs to make this game close if they have any chance of doing that. I think they can come back, even being down 2-0, but if this is a 50-35 or less, this is going to be a 3-0 in favor of Splyce, because this is a team I think Evil Geniuses like definitely gets discouraged based on some rough losses here, so we'll see if they can bounce back after that game number 1.
All right, you heard the predictions coming in from Kyle. Bold predictions. He thinks it's a 3-2 in favor of Splyce even after game number 1, but if it is a blowout, then he has other things in mind. That's a great start for Evil Geniuses. 2 kills, 1 from Lunchbox, 1 from tapping buttons, both with grenades. Nice trade in the dip as well from both of the players down there. That's the type of start you need if you're EG. Lunchbox with the snipe as well, Kyle.
Yeah, we'll move over to Lunchbox here in a moment. We'll see how Falcated faces off against these 2 players in Yard. Does a good job backing down, buying some additional time here. So let's move over to Lunchbox now. Ooh, great body shot, connects with that sniper rifle. Gets the call outs. There's players over towards Blue and Flowers here. We'll see if we can connect on any of these. Renegade, perfect job just dodging that shot here. Ooh, and a body shot here from Lunchbox, wishes it was a headshot. We'll see if this aggression continues here. Renegade jumping back out, gets bodied once again. Falcated there. Oh, and Renegade finishes off that kill after being bodied by Lunchbox twice.
Ouch. That is not what you needed for Evil Geniuses. You get the start that you want, you get the sniper rifle, you have the setup, and you immediately turn it on over, and Renegade's the guy with the sniper now. So, worst case scenario almost for EG based on the start and the positioning that they had. We'll see what Renegade's going to be able to do with this snipe.
Yeah, he's playing aggressive with this one. Already pushing up with the rest of the squad here. Maybe he's afraid somebody might spawn behind him here. Tapping Buttons is currently on the respawn, but no, looks like he is just pushing up, trying to help out, and then immediately doubling back. Tapping Buttons, lucky there, almost gets his face taken off, but is able to thrust back into Flowers.
Got a tweet coming in. This is from Monkey HCS. That is the Splyce that won DreamHack Atlanta, hashtag HCS, at ESHalo, at HCS. Thank you for the tweet, guys. Keep them coming. Those are the right hashtags and the ads to use if you are wondering. Overshield popping up here in about 15 seconds. Renegade setting up over towards S4. We'll see what the play is for Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, Renegade not able to connect on any of these shots here yet, but still got 4 shots left, all in the chamber as well. I like the EG's doing a good job of, you know, trying to approach this from different angles, but they are getting taken out. They just lost 3 members while they were trying to push Renegade back.
And what's scary, Kyle, is you were right. They were taking good positions. However, Splyce found where those guys were located and just collapsed on them immediately. Shotzzy with the overshield, Renegade still with the sniper rifle, and they rotated as a team too. So Renegade didn't need to even push on over here. He could have stayed over towards snipe. But still, as long as you're doing things and doing them together, most of the time that decision's still going to be the right decision. Very aggressive play from Shooter there. Understand where his head was at. His teammates just died over towards Yard, so he wants to get aggressive, get the kill, and then get out of there. He would have died from behind anyway, but Roy with the shot says no.
Ooh, that was a great job by Roy. Yeah, amazing shots here. Great job by tapping buttons, gets taken no shields, crouches, and then gets out of dodge and escapes with his life here. So all tied up once again after we just had a 4-kill lead for Splyce. Sniper back over to EG. Tapping buttons.
What a shot.
Great shot there. Pick up that kill.
Yeah, what a shot. Renegade thought he was going to get away with that sniper rifle, but instead he drops. Now Falcated. Only 1 more bullet. Let's see if he can do something with it. There's a headshot if he wants it, but that guy just thrusts back, trying to bait out that last shot. Probably doesn't know how much ammo Falcated actually has. Meanwhile, Shotzzy, he does have the new sniper rifle, so we could see this one slow down just a little bit. Overshield popping up in about 30 seconds. Don't think we're going to see as slow as that series before between LG and Ronin on Eden. These guys a lot more aggressive than that. So Lunchbox picking up a double kill. That should open up some opportunities for EG to make something out of it. That was the sniper rifle guy as well. So Renegade getting the kill onto Roy. There's the headshot Falcated was looking for with that 1 bullet. Great shot by him. All tied up here with the overshield coming up. Could be anyone's game. Love the way that EG, even though they did botch that first opening spawn when they had control, they have fought back here and gotten the lead so far. So great job by them. Meanwhile, Splyce, they're kind of located. Ooh, gotta win that battle there if you're Falcated. Unfortunate for him, he reloaded.
Ooh, and Lunchbox almost connects on a headshot. Wow, that's actually a great decision there.
That counts as a headshot, technically, almost.
Yeah, but then also a suicide, I think, though.
but he headshot the barrel.
Okay, that's fair enough. Gets the kill, also dies. Not huge deal. After you miss that first headshot, I like the decision. Can't jump it off the map here, so you might as well just do whatever you can to take out the player killing you.
So we'll see what happens, because you do have everybody from Splyce in position right now, and everybody from EG kind of turtling. And it's interesting to see the fact that they have positioning and they're going to charge on this. They charge together. Now that they got the numbers, they're going to get even more aggressive. So Splyce, they're not trying to wait. They want to take the fight to Evil Geniuses, and why not? We're running through them. You have the strong individual performances. You have the strong shots. Get them on their back foot and make them respond to you. That's exactly what Splyce did. Very surprising charge there, catching EG off guard.
Yeah, and now they have a 3-kill lead. Both teams looks like they're trying to slow this down, wait for the next power up here before they make any big moves. Lunchbox grabbed himself a kill. That's exactly what they need to do. If you're able to get some kills here in this standoff, you got to be feeling good about that. Now we see Roy here. He's still got the battle rifle, taking these good locations. We have lots of lines of sight, plus lots of protection. Not easily able to nade that location either here. So now, once again, Shooter gets picked off this time around.
Yeah.
EG is closing the gap.
That had to have been a mistake from Shooter. I don't think he intentionally dropped right there. That's going to cost him a death and also some positioning on the map. However, Shotzi and Renegade, they're going to respond. Lunchbox is going to get the trade back onto Shotzi. We'll see if Renegade can come back and trade it off on his own. He does. Now Sniper Rifle's in play, so he's making his way on over there. Great double kill there onto tapping buttons. Roy responds with a grenade. Constant back and forth going on over towards the snipe set, Kyle, but keep in mind, Overshield is the play, and Boo Boo Doo-Boo's on top of it.
Ooh, and that's a tough thing to swallow there. They had Lunchbox in position, but nobody else from Evil Geniuses were helping with that overshield. They were all focusing on letting Roy escape with the sniper, but there was an even numbers advantage. You have 3 members over here now trapped towards blue. Looks like they grab a 2-for-1 trade, but now as Lunchbox gets taken out, that's a 2-for-2. Roy is still over there with the sniper rifle, so let's move over on board with him. Oh, that grenade is going to be a hard one to swallow there, as he ultimately is going to turn over this weapon.
Yeah, he tried to stick Shotzi and then thrust out of the way over towards the dip area. I feel like this is one of the bigger leads we've seen since the beginning of the game. First Splyce, 4 kills, trying to add on to that one. They're going to have Lunchbox on the ropes over here in the tram area. He does have a battle rifle. Can he land the shots on the Shotzi? Shotzi has a battle rifle of his own. Shooter gets traded out as well. Still a 4-kill lead here for Splyce. They are trying to end this one and go up 2-0 in the series. Kyle, they have hit the 35 mark on the Evil Geniuses side. So not a blowout, maybe not going to be that 3-0 like people were expecting. This has definitely become a series here, especially if Evil Geniuses can win game number 2.
Yeah, we see, looks like Splyce getting a couple more kills. EG trying their best to answer back. Roy really thought he hit that 3-shot melee, but no worries there. Falcade and Lunchbox do follow up and secure 2 kills here. So that's going to be Shooter spawning over at bottom lip. Looks like Royce should get locations of at least 3 players there on top gold, so calling those out, tapping buttons, follows up, grabs a perfect kill of himself. And looks like Splyce, they're just split. A couple guys over by Snipe, a couple guys over here by Blue, and EG is just doing a fantastic job drawing their attention to wherever the charge is not coming from.
Oh, I thought Roy was going to take a left there. Instead, he took a right. If there was another grenade shot, he most likely would have placed that anyway, but thought he was just going to try to live a little bit longer. Meanwhile, Shooter with a huge overshield grab. As Coach Phil said, you need to be perfect. You need to not miss a time. He is on top of these so far. And that is a big one, Kyle.
Yeah, one of the greatest things he adds to the team is which player is good. Not only, timing those and making sure your team gets them, but addressing which player on the team actually is in the best position to go for those and pick it up successfully there. And that works out really well in Splyce's favor, especially towards the end of the game like this. Only up by 3 kills and still getting those last 2 overshields. So this is definitely where the kill differential is here.
Shooter needs to get a trade at the bare minimum with this overshield. Renegade, he's going to get a kill on a Falcade. This is it. He just needs to go for the double melee or something. That's not going to matter. He's going to thrust back. Renegade going to get the kill onto Roy. Renegade gets the last 3 kills of the game, shutting down twin brother Lunch as well. 50-44. Splyce goes up 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, definitely Splyce looking to walk away with this one convincingly. The game was still close, obviously a lot closer than that CTF Fathom game. And wow, we take a look at these stats here. You were right. Renegade did pick up the last 3 kills, but he was doing work the entire game. Finishes +10 in a game where you win by only 6 kills here.
Yep. And what's interesting is they only had 2 power weapon kills. Meanwhile, Falcated had 1. So 1 for Evil Geniuses, 2 coming in for Splyce. Really what it came down to is the overshields, in my opinion. Even though they didn't do anything crazy, they didn't go on any crazy sprees, it really just gave them the confidence to go and advance on the map, add the pressure to Evil Geniuses. Evil Geniuses couldn't get any strong setups going. They did a great job trading kills, responding to callouts, and staying in there, hanging in there to try to win it at the end. But there's that nice play coming in from Lunchbox, headshotting that barrel, which those barrels can be a little elusive sometimes.
Dude, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, sometimes you're sitting there, you're shooting it, you're thinking your shots aren't even registering here. But no, sometimes those barrels can be difficult. But no, I actually really like that play from Lunchbox because other than connecting on that headshot, which is a hard thing to do, that was his only other option. So it was a very
And he's
quick
wasting
decision.
ammo while he's doing it too, which is another very underrated thing. Is if you're gonna die, and you see a lot of pro players do it, they usually jump off the map with it. But sometimes just pulling that trigger as fast as you can, wasting ammo, so another good player on the enemy team doesn't get that weapon.
Yeah, actually, you don't see a lot of pro players do that. Actually, the only ones that come to mind really are Royal 2, Snakebite, and Heinz. The only players I really see.
I'm surprised that you pay attention to something that small. That's a little weird.
Oh, it's one of my favorite things. Players that don't overcommit. And you know, my biggest pet peeve here is when players try to line up a no-scope and get taken no shields, and it creates the opportunity for the enemy team to then charge.
Who lines up no-scopes nowadays? Just let it ride, man.
Well, I mean, you let it ride, but when you sit there and you're getting shot at and you're just taking your time, it's like, no, back down, come back out, or do something. You're completely screwing over the rest of your team by doing this. And we saw a lot of that at Halo World Championships, I remember.
All right, so now you know how to really tilt Kyle, especially when he's on your team. Make sure that you do that when you see...
The EU teams love doing that.
All right, Empire Strongholds, Kyle. One of those games that is very difficult when you're down 2-0 in a series. A very unforgiving game type. Something that if you get triple capped on could end very quickly. Renegade, that guy is flying out of nowhere, coming in with the ground pound, even picking up another kill there on a Falcated. Splyce, they take the pit. This is going to be very difficult for Evil Geniuses. Again, when you're down 2-0 in this series, in my opinion, this is the last game type you want to play.
Yeah, and I was, speaking of that first play by Renegade, I was going to say it's ring around the Rosie, but it's more ring around the ground pound there. It's Renegade. Lunchbox had no idea where he was or where it was coming from, and Renegade, perfect execution.
And now they are racking up points. It's just a matter of time before they decide what they want to do in terms of either going for the triple cap or milking the clock for what they have in front of them. You do see tapping buttons over towards the red side. Another player on the platform. Renegade got a little bit too anxious there. Oh, that grenade almost came back and took Falcated out. I wonder if they're going to be able to take the pit here. You do see Boo Boo Doo Boo. He's over there. He's in the vicinity, but he just wants to wait until the very last second to pop in. Such patience from Splyce and Boo Boo Doo Boo.
Yeah, I mean, that was amazing defense there. And now they put themselves in perfect position, had 2 members of EG dead, and now kill another guy off spawn. Ooh, maybe a teammate coming in there. Either way, that player does get taken out. Splyce has been able to maintain a consistent numbers advantage by having more players alive here. Boo Boo Doo Boo gets caught peeking a little bit too far there.
Did that tweet say, what if Boo Boo had 10 Doo-Boos? Did you see that tweet?
I did not see it.
I don't know. That's a very good question. That's actually one of the more thought-provoking questions I've ever heard.
Yeah, definitely a doozy there. But either way, EG finally putting some points on the board, and this is a really good time to be doing so because we have the new set of power weapons coming, or power-ups coming up here. OS any second now. Shotzi burnt that one off the opening here. Falcated. You know, there's 2 players in front of him. How much help does he have from EG? Not very much here. Everyone is still alive. We'll move over and see where did this overshield go as Shotzi got that camo.
I just can't stop thinking about if Boo Boo had 10 Doo-Boos, honestly.
He's got a couple Doo-Boos here right now.
Yeah, it's going to be stuck with me for probably the rest of the night, honestly. Just mind-blowing.
Maybe the rest of your life, Tom.
I'm not going to be able to sleep.
All right, now a triple cap here for Splyce once again. 30-14 here. EG stops bleeding a little bit, recaptures blue base, but with one member already dead, three members of Splyce over towards the turbine here, and now two dead. They are pushing back onto the stronghold. They are looking to close this one out and just keep EG coming off of spawn the entire game.
That's what you can expect from Splyce, though, especially when they have this 2-0 lead. They really want to close this one out and get to 500 again. Evil Geniuses has the same exact record as them, and this is a team that just came off winning DreamHack Atlanta, so they want to oppose their will. They want to start getting back to that status where they know they deserve to be, but they have to earn it, and they are earning it so far in this series.
Ooh, and now finally EG once again gets points on the board. They have bottom mid, they have blue base. Now they're pushing on for a triple cap here, so this is a little scary. EG, I don't know if they can hold this as well as Splyce. They just don't really play quite as fast, and with those collapses here, two members go down. Tapping Buns needs to pull off something big here.
Kind of counts, almost, a little bit. I mean, he didn't weaken the second player. Yeah, I mean, the thing is you can try to make any type of individual play that you want right now, but you need all four individuals to make plays, and you guys need to just step up the communication to another level right now. It's just so difficult to do when you're going up against a Splyce squad who just lost yesterday, and they are coming out fired up trying to prove a point today.
Yeah, it looks like Boobadooboo's going to be able to secure this camo here. Red base is being taken by two members, but only one of them is in the stronghold. That's giving Boobadooboo a lot of time to get in here and contest. Roy was never in there, and the reset comes in. That's heartbreaking for them. They were doing what they could, Tapping Buns and Roy, but really they just needed to be stacking that stronghold as Splyce, they were on their way, and they were not looking to give that one up.
Yeah, and Renegade is having himself one hell of a series right now, currently sitting at 13 kills. It's virtually as much as Lunch, Roy, and Falcade combined right now, so just a ridiculous stat line from him, just as many as Shooter and Boobadooboo combined as well. Keep in mind, he was the guy that also went off in the previous game, so Renegade definitely doing what he does, and that is being the main slayer for his squad. Perfect execution so far in this series for the Splyce squad. Let's see if they can close this one out. 30 more points and counting for these guys, and this is virtually over. And also, good sign for them, another overshield and camo not coming up for another minute, so they may not even have to see that, or at least that will be the last one of the game if they execute as they should.
Yeah, and now we are on board here with Shooter is going to contest the pit. Ooh, rather than just sit in there buying time, he flies in, gets taken out here, but just still going to work out in their favor as a reset comes in. The rest of Splyce collapses, all four dead for EG, but somehow they were able to secure and have two strongholds, but that's not going to be for long here, and they were not able to get any kind of significant amount of time, and now all of them should be coming off spawn over towards red.
And they're all going to be in a very predictable spot. They're going to be inside security and also on top of the red platform. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. The way that Splyce was spread out, they were choking the spawns. They had two inside of blue, they had one outside, and now that's going to force those spawns exactly what happened and exactly what Splyce was predicting. Triple cap in effect. If they can keep this pit and get it clear, that's going to be one more spawn cycle for Evil Geniuses, and they have staggered spawn timers. So this is a difficult spot to be in, especially when Shotzi's coming and adding aggression. You did have the overshield, I believe that was burned. They're not even going to have time to go for the camouflage.
What just happened there? Because Renegade and Falcade both suicided.
I'm not sure what happened. I missed it. Maybe they flew off the map or something like that. Maybe fighting for
I think they held hands and jumped off together is what it kind of looked like.
I'd be like, you know, all right, let's jump on 3.
I mean, and those are former teammates as well. Keep that in mind.
Okay, Kyle, you're looking into this one a little bit too far. All you got to know is 100-29, guys. 3-0 in favor of Splyce. Evil Geniuses not looking up to form today.
Isn't that what I said? 3-0 Splyce? Oh, wait, that was yesterday against Team Liquid, and it didn't work out that way.
Your predictions.
They've been off. I'm not going to lie here. Not going to lie. But we'll take a look at the stats, break this one down here. Shotzi, Shooter, Boobadooboo, and Renegade all doing pretty good. On the flip side of that, Just EG not able to really get their footing. Not a lot of assists, only 4 kills coming out of Lunchbox, 5 from Falcated, so heavily outslayed, never really able to get much control here. The defense is 0 stronghold defenses here coming out of Evil Geniuses, and only 1 secure. A couple perfect kills there even between the two teams, but
yeah.
Splyce definitely looks more like the Splyce we saw in Atlanta as opposed to the Splyce we saw in the last 3 matches.
I mean, Splyce, they're one heck of a team, man. Even though they're sitting at 2-2, they are still very, very solid and a force to be reckoned with. We saw that today. Meanwhile, Evil Geniuses, they came out of the gates very slow in game number 1. Game number 2, definitely winnable for them. Maybe even they should have won that, especially if they were able to pick up a couple overshields or at least force Splyce to burn them. But just in my opinion, I guess underwhelming is the word that I would use for Evil Geniuses and their fans. A lot of expectations for this team to perform, especially after how they played last week in day number 1. But ever since that first day, they've now racked up 3